in contrast to the shadows that occasionally envelop the journey of former child stars. Erin Murphy, the very incarnation of young Tabitha Stephens from the enthralling tale of Bewitched, is now standing at the astounding age of 57. Erin Murphy views her book, Voyage Through Bewitched Whimsical Paradise, as a positive chapter in her story. On a sunny June 17, 1964, day in Nino, California, a paradise of luxury tucked away in the Fernando Valley near Los Angeles, welcomed Erin Margaret Murphy was the beloved child of Dan Murphy, a financial real estate guru who passed away in 1992, and his life companion. In the blink of an eye, Stephanie, a weaver of household dreams, a whisper of time before she could completely comprehend the world around her. Imagine her not even having experienced a whole cycle of seasons. Erin took her position in the spotlight. An elderly person appears on TV next to Ronald Reagan in a cleaning advertisement. Elixir's childhood universe was covered with numerous commercials. Before turning 2, she started playing Baby Tabitha in the popular television comedy in 1966. Her brilliance frequently entwined with the up-and-coming stars of her generation, sometimes even competing with the legendary abilities of Jodie Foster and Helen Hunt for coveted roles. Bewitched, starring Elizabeth Montgomery as the adorable witch with the twitching nose, Dick York as her perplexed husband, an advertising professional, and Samantha Stephens, Darren Bewitched, had previously shown its captivating plot in 1964, but it wasn't until the show's second season that it included a charming episode titled "And Then There Were Three, That Baby." On January 13, 1966, Tabitha made her spectacular debut in the show's universe. At first, she played the part of a newborn. The talented young stars cheered Tabitha. Tamar, Julie, Laura Gentry, and Cynthia Black Heidi Young each brought their own unique spark of wonder to the role. But as the third season got underway, a new chapter in Tab's story emerged. Erin Murphy and her sister Diane, who is her fraternal twin, shared the part of the cute youngster on the Bewitched stage. The show started with an episode called "Nobody's Perfect." As time passed and the twins' individuality gradually changed, Erin finally took on the role of Portia, training the unstoppable young witch who left a trail of enchantments in her wake in the world of the magical sitcom. Grayson first appeared on television screens on September 15, 1966. For its beloved cast members, Bewitched, the ebb and flow of time signaled a poignant trip. Erin is one of the few living souls who continues to grace the mortal realm, but her television, the original Darren Stephens, said goodbye to the earthly stage on February 20, 1992, and sneered by the complications of empyema. He left Bewitched after the 5th season due to persistent back pain and a haunting grip of painkiller addiction. His mother, the beloved Elizabeth Montgomery, passed away from colon cancer on May 18, 1995, leaving behind a legacy of enchantments at the age of 62. Another name etched in the tapestry of sorrow is Mark Dick York. Dick Sargent eventually took over Darren's role, playing him from season 6 until the show's conclusion in 1972. Unfortunately, time also claimed him as he went away from prostate cancer on July 8, 1994, at the age of 64. Yet, despite the tragic reverberates tales of treasured relationships growing, Erin and Agnes had a unique bond. Tabitha's grandma, Moorhead, is charming and doon, but life often has its nasty turns. Agnes made her way into the world. In the constellation of cherished souls, Beyond passed away on April 30, 1974, in Rochester, Minnesota, from uterine cancer at the age of 74. As Endora's cunning brother, Uncle Arthur, Paul Lynn shone, but on January 10, 1982, his celestial dance came to an end with his earthly abode in Beverly Hills. At the age of 58, a heart attack in California led to his final resting place and into the unknown. Evans Maurice. On March 12, 1989, the gifted English actor who played Samantha's father, Maurice, accepted his last curtain call at the age of 87, heart failure brought him into the embrace of eternity in a tapestry of fate. Lauren and Mary are the epitome of sweet confusion. Aunt Clara discovered her last. At the age of 84, she started her journey after suffering a heart attack on May 9, 1968, shortly before the 5th season of the show began. Beyond the stars, amid the tides of life, there is a celestial dance. On November 27, 1990, David White, who represented Darren's boss, Larry Tate, passed away from a heart attack. Alice Pierce, 74, had his essence entwined with eternity. Gladys's unforgettable nosy neighbor Kravitz bravely fought against ovarian cancer. Her narrative started on March 3, 1966, near the end of the 2nd season of the show. As the performance continued, Sandra Gold assumed the role, and the cosmic tapestry welcomed her at the young age of 48. However, on July 20, 1999, a stroke took her life at the age of 82, bringing her into the realm of timeless memories. The epitome of the patient, long-suffering spouse is George Tobias. Abner Kravitz was up against a final. At the age of 78, he set off on the journey, after being diagnosed with bladder cancer on February 27, 1980. In addition to British actor Bernard Fox, who performed as the whimsical from 1967 to 1972, Dr. Bombay continues to stand as a guardian of lives. At the age of 87, Embrace is a living example of the enchantment of time. After illuminating 15 episodes between 1969 and 1972, Alice Ghostly, who danced on television as the Nanny and Maid Esmeralda, took her last bow on September 2, 2007, marking her departure at the age of 84. The portrayal of Darren's mother figure by Mabel Albertson. On September 28, 1982, Phyllis Stevens passes away from Alzheimer's illness. Her journey beyond was 81 years old when Greg and David Lawrence, twins in the Stevens family's enchanted mosaic, captured the spirit of Tabitha's younger brother, Adam Stevens, who was born on October 16, 1969, in the midst of the splendor of an episode called And Something Makes for Broadcast. In the final chapter of Adam's Fleet appeared as an uncredited newborn, adorning the canvas of that season. The 8th and last season premiered on December 29, 1971, with the captivating story of Adam Warlock, or Wash Out. The episode examined the young Adam's skills that would determine if Maurice would intervene to keep him away from Samanam and Darren. When Bewitched ended, Adam's destiny changed, exposing his innate abilities that had been hidden despite her young age of 8. Erin Murphy made the decision to leave the spotlight by taking a break from acting and embracing life outside of show business. In realms, she found happiness and comfort in pursuits like becoming a Girl Scout, and an active cheerleader. She later attended San Diego State University to further her education, welcoming a new phase of development in 1994 and a wish to restart her career. Alongside other child stars like Danny Bonad from The Partridge Family and Gary Coleman from Different Strokes, Erin entered the talk show circuit. However, the experience was not at all what was anticipated. Rather, she failed to thrive as a child star who had avoided the turbulent paths of her peers. Being limited to the role of a poster child for good behavior, upset by this representation, Erin discovered that she wanted to break free from the limitations of such designations by choosing to shape her destiny in the area of personal endeavors outside the limitations of the past. Erin Murphy's life has been filled with love, marriage, and parenthood. On November 4, 1984, at the young age of 20, she married Terry Rogers, a 40-year-old wood flooring company owner, and the two of them traveled to Arizona, where Erin tried out a variety of jobs as a stunt double and karaoke club host. In this chapter, the hostess and makeup artist had 2 boys. Although Jason was born in 1985 and Grant was born in 1988, their marriage finally failed due to the passage of time, and they divorced in 1989. She then moved back to California with her 2 young boys. Erin Hart discovered a new song in 1993 after marrying rock musician Eric Eden, her second husband, who lived in Newark, Delaware. The couple remained together until 1998, when their beloved son Clark was born in 1995. Destiny's path then brought her to her third and current husband, Darren Dunkel, whom she met on St. Patrick's Day in 1998 at a bar. The two of them were married 2 months later, and, ironically, his name resembles her on-screen father, Darren Stephens. His early years were also marked by a playful nickname. Durwood echoes the title, and Dora used to be mean to her son-in-law, Darren, who works as the CEO and finance executive at Atomic Paintball, while they were still in love. Founded in 2012, Erin is fortunate to have 3 boys. Dylan was born in 1999, but his journey with Parker is special since he manages life with autism in her. Devotion to the cause. Erin is devoted to autism-related charities and has had a lasting impression on the world outside of show business. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.